Alright, let's draft. Hey guys, Ryan from Madam Bluff here, getting into some M15 action, and I think I'm going to go with the Lightning Strike. What else we got? So we had one of the lands, whatever. Constricting Silver, pretty good, and Infernal, pretty good. This is really expensive. I think I like the Incarnation a little bit more in the Convoke deck, even though Constricting Silver is a little bit more powerful. That's probably wrong. I don't know if that's correct or not. In general, I haven't been a fan of white, unless, of course, you're getting all of the triplicate spirits, but I kind of feel like if you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. But yeah, red's best color if you can get it, but since everyone knows it's the best color, it's kind of there. I like being in black, but Lightning Strike, yeah, is definitely above anything else going on. We have two powerful uncommons here. Roaring Primax I don't think is that great unless you get a lot of good synergy. The Weak is, of course, serviceable in green. Wheelforged Golem is fine in the Artifact or the Convoke deck. And then these are all very good fillers, probably with the Assistant being the worst filler. Shoot, I forgot to get the... I haven't figured out how to turn off this this texty thing, which can be really annoying as you keep scrolling over stuff, so I'll just have to move my mouse quicker. Alright. This is a pretty underwhelming pack. Life's Legacy is a little bit boring in the rare slot. The uncommons are pretty much all unplayable. I mean, Back to Nature is a sideboard card. I guess Battle Mastery is also, or can go into a deck. I don't play it. Shrapnel Blast doesn't have a home. So best cards here, really Sanctified Charge, which is really a nice win condition, so I might pick it up. However, again, I'm not really into white, and I'm happy to pass some white and not really go there. And Sanctified Charge, also, again, it's really good if you have the triplicate spirits, and I feel like you can get the one or two you want. So I'm almost tempted just to pick the Rough Rider. It's either that or the Bronze Sable. Fester Gloom is a fine sideboard card in the black deck, same with Necrobite, although actually Necrobite's mendicable. Yeah, really just the pack sucks. I'm going to stick to red. If I can be in red, that's great. If I can't, whatever. I'm passing the Sanctified Charge, but I really don't mind that since I'm not already in white. I don't think it's like something that you have to be grabbing. Here I like the Frostlings and the Wall of Mulch quite a bit. Very different decks that want them. I really don't think I want a Wall of Mulch in what I've started doing, where like with a green sort of wait for a beatdown plan, but I could. Meteorite's also very playable. Warden, not so much, unless you already have ways to get the Exile on. Charging Rhino's fine in green, but I think I'd take the Mulch over because you can kind of get the 5-drop you want. But interestingly enough, in green, like, this is, like, the main common 5-drop outside of the, well, I guess, yeah, 5-drop. There's the Worm, the Convoke Worm, that's about a 5-drop. But those are the only, like, really good beefy dudes in green. I don't feel like green has its normal beef status. I think everyone's kind of figuring that out right now, including myself. Yeah, I'm just saying the Frostlink, I think, is the best card in the pack and the first sort of signal I've found. Now we have a Curse Spirit now that black's around. Shiv and Wraith would go good in our colors, but I'm not convinced we're there. I think Divination's what I want. I don't care about Blast Firebolt too much, or Rummaging Goblin in red. I don't consider them signals to stay in red. I'm like that they're in the pack, but I think black is the most I'm seeing. And so I'm trying to decide, do I want to take Divination? Do I want to start speculating into my third color, if that's what I see? Pillar of Light is good in white. Boonweaver Giant I would only grab if I had that white bomb, the Aura Spectral Ward, which is fantastic. But I really think the pick here is between Divination and Curse Spirit. I kind of just want to start slitting myself into a color. I don't want to go too far out. But I think a Curse Spirit is just that much better, and if we keep seeing black open, I'm happy to have it. Again, these are like the red cards that I don't care that much about being in red. Forge Devil and Thunder Giant. I think Forge Devil's better and it always has a place, but you only need one, and you get it if you're in red, and if you're supposed to be in red, I should say. I think Rotfeaster Maggot's actually the best card here. It's a really good 5-drop in black. I think I like it over the Encrust. So I'm going to start moving into black. That's the most I'm seeing open right now. Circle. I'm going to take an Evolving Wilds. Research Assistant is the most, I think, playable card here. Miner's Bane's fine. Actually, no, Skirmisher is probably the best playable card. But again, I'm letting white sail. I think I only move into it if I have Triplicate Spirits. I don't think it pairs well with anything else. I don't think there's any other card you want besides Triplicate Spirit in a white deck. So, you know, I could be building, like, you know, some base playable whites. This is actually like the first like really decent one I even enjoy that I'd want to play as a whatever 2-drop. Green, I'm glad I'm not in. We're not seeing a lot of like good blue. The research assistant is fine again. I'm just taking the Evolving Wilds because this is a format where I always want an Evolving Wilds. There's always something to splash. But I am a little not excited for where I am in the draft right now. Feeling very split. Feeling there's not like a lot of signals. Maybe I've seen some weaker packs. I'm not too sure. Yeah, I mean, look at this. None of these you want to be playing in any of the decks. I'm going to take the Fester Gloom. I think I've gotten the most black signals. Red was gone pretty... I mean, there was cards to play in red, but nothing really strong. So this Lightning Strike's the only good card, so that's probably gone. And we saw, actually, the better cards, the black ones, a little bit later, so I'm more likely to be in black as the draft moves forward. Still doing Shrapnel Blast. Hammerhand I don't care about. The Fist is good. What's that, Inferno Fist? Is that what it's called? I don't know. And I'd rather the Fester Gloom for the sideboard than the Mind Rot. Titanic Growth is actually probably the most main deckable card. Wow, so now we see white actually open, so it looks like white is around. But having a Shadow Clock Vampire, I'm very happy about it. It's a really good 5-drop, I think, in black. I tend to always like it. Black Cat is also very serviceable, and this is probably what I would normally pick up, but since black seems a little bit open, we'll just go in and take a good 5. I'm just really tempted by this white, but I feel like that ship sailed, and I'm actually okay with letting that ship sail right now. Did I take it? I don't know. Necromaster's Assistance. Yeah, look at these are all the kind of dorky playables that came back. But the fact that white is this late open is telling. If white ends up being coming from the last pack as well, I will actually happily like pick up a Triplicate Spirits, or if things are passed to me powerfully in the second pack, because I anticipate it being open in the third pack also. Again, it's not where I necessarily want to be, but I'm very okay with that. Sort by, I think it's already converted, right? Yes, it is. Ooh, Typhoid Rats, Sign in Blood. I think black, I mean, this is exactly the colors that are open, black and white. I'm happy for both. What do I want? What am I more likely to see later? I don't even know my decks. I think Sign in Blood is just more powerful, so I'll grab it. Another, ooh, this one's foil, though. Kind of actually wish I had the Black Cat now, since I'm getting the late Shadow Cloak Vampires, whatever. We'll take the Machine, probably won't play it. I feel like I like it more than other people. I get it's really expensive, but as a 6-drop, it's a thing. But we're not planning on doing it. So this is supposed to work where I can just click and grab, right? But it's not. So maybe I'm doing it wrong? I don't know. Oh, new client that I'm still learning despite having played on it forever now. So yeah, black and white were the main colors that we saw coming to us from the right. Happy just to be in black and then kind of go wherever the bombs lead. Such as... Cool, Hornet Queen, yay! So we're slamming that. It's nice that we don't have any double black that isn't like too pivotal. In fact, none of our cards are really pivotal, they're just kind of like serviceable. It's a bummer that green was actually one of the very specific cards that was cut. But I also think like Hornet Queen is just, it doesn't matter. It's like good enough. The Evolving Wilds will make the triple green a little less scary. And yeah, I mean, this is one of the few bombs that you would just like grab, even though like I'm like farthest from green ever. So we'll probably get some more game. We're not going to get this Paragon Wild back, nor do I want to play it, because even though I'm going to be playing triple green, I'm actually probably going to be more base black. Inferno Fist, I think, is the next best card in the pack. The Rot Feaster Maggot is pretty good, too, but I already have one and 2 other 5-drops, so I don't really care much about it. I'm super happy to slam a Hornet Queen. I've been wanting to play with it for a while, and now I'm lucky enough to get to. Woohoo! So I'm definitely going to be forcing green based on that. And I don't think I'm going to move away from black. But then a Cone of Flame is passed to me, and I get confused. Alright, so what... There's really not a great... I mean, I could take Invasive Species just to start getting the game plan on. And obviously Hornet Queen is more powerful than Cone of Flame, but if I get like a couple of these, like 2 Cone of Flames and a Lightning Strike pretty much in a deck makes Hornet Queen like pretty irrelevant. The thing is, can I realistically in this draft plan on doing this? Where I grab a cone, move forward. I mean, what, do I abandon black? I can't imagine that actually happening. But I'm pretty sure Cone of Flame is the only uncommon that makes me want to move away from Hornet Queen, especially already having a Lightning Strike. And I'm not giving up too much. Yeah, I'm giving up, you know, some card that would definitely make my deck, like a combat trick, the species, the typhoid rats, they would fill up. But they're not, it's not like I'm getting a more powerful card to really make up for it. So I'm going to take the cone. Basically, I'm taking 2 speculative picks, and I'm not too sure where I'm going to go after that. So I know I'm going to be black. It's just my base. I mean, I could really try to push hard into another color now. I don't think Cruel Sace is that good, even in a late game deck. Yeah, I think Inferno Fist... Yeah, I think I'm going to take Inferno Fist. I might just be ditching this Hornet Queen, which I know is absurd, and you guys can all make fun of me in the comments. But we're not going to see it a much good green in the 3rd pack that was cut. The last pack didn't have good green, and here I'm taking a Tyrant Growth in green. Or I could take a really underpowered, really late grindy card in black. Yeah, I'm just going to take really strong cards. If I'm going to pass some good red right now, then I'm happy for that. Here we will take an Ulcerate. Yeah, see, they're still not getting green. So sadly, my queen is gone. I mean, I remember it's there. Don't hate me too much yet, but I'm planning on it. Wouldn't mind this Krankos Enforcer, but I'm not going to pass up Ulcerate. And I'm surprised there's no white. I mean, there's a playable Midnight Guard, but I'm surprised there's not much. Maybe someone read that signal to the left of me pretty well, and they're rocking the white thing. I'm happy for my Ulcerate. I'll take another Cursed Spirit as well. Do kind of want 2 drops, but I think a Cursed Spirit is just good enough. I actually don't have any 5s anyway, so that's fine. We'll move the Frostlings over. I think we're really solidifying here. We're not going to get a lot of red in general. Red was pretty hard to our right. So we'll probably just be base black, have some nice powerful red spells with the Fist, Lightning Strike, and Cone of Flames, and then go from there. I should get that earlier Typhoid Rats in this pack tabling since I think, I don't know, it's just not that high of a pick, and there's not many people in black. But again, I wouldn't mind a 2-drop, and I'm going to need them. But for now, really nice to Cursed Spirit. And I really like the idea of being aggressive in these colors if I can be. What does this one do again? Whatever creature... So it's a 2-1, whatever. Someone passed me a Juggernaut, which is silly, so I'm going to take it. I was just seeing if this was a 2-drop worth caring about, but it's not. Juggernaut for sure. So after it's Slide Blade, if you saw my last video, I had 2 of them, and it kind of underperformed, just a little too expensive to really get a full value. I would totally play it in this deck, but it's definitely not as awesome as like the Juggernaut is, so yeah, I'm happy to grab this and really start moving in an aggressive direction. So it means I want to get more 2-drops online. But all my cards are pretty aggressive right now, and I love that. That is great. Hello, Yurabai Merklurker. Alright, so I was just talking about being aggressive, but I happen to love splashing for these uncommon cycles. I think the one that my deck would want the most would be the Kurd Chieftain. But Merklurker's really fantastic. I'm just trying to decide... I could take it on the speculation that I splash for it. I mean, I get it's not an aggressive card, but it's really powerful and fun. We're definitely out of the swamps, of course. So it should be easy to play with just 1 island or some other types of fixing. Over a 2nd Sign of Blood or 1 Black Cat. Yeah, I'm going to be greedy here. I'm going to go ahead and take it. It may not make the deck, and that's what I mean by being greedy. Here we'll take Child of Night over Witch's Familiar, just because I have a couple of 3s already. I know Child Knight is really fragile in this format with Forge Devil and stuff, but again, wanting to be aggressive, needing to get a 2-drop online, I'm going to prioritize that. Here's another Rot Feaster Maggot. I don't know if I want all of these 5-drops, but I mean, I don't care about anything else here, so we'll take it. And it is a really good card. I already have 1 Fester Gloom. I guess if 1 Fester Gloom is good from sideboard, 2 will be fantastic. It's just, do I care about Foundry Street Denizen? I don't think so. Maybe I was Convoking out, but this is not the... I want the Torch Fiend more than the Foundry Street Denizen. But for versatility, maybe I just take it. Yeah, just for versatility. Ooh, Krypton Bite. That's a good pickup. Probably main deck it, too. Right now, that guy's out. Take the Lava Axe for signaling, but again... Red is super drafted around me. It's overdrafted, but I'm just fine going base black with this Cone of Flame, and we might end up putting a little bit of blue in the deck. Oh, Hornet Queen! Oh, Hornet Queen! So it's sad that I opened. I'm glad I picked it, and I didn't really pass anything super powerful in that pack. Like, it would have been sad if I had picked it over the Cone of Flame in the same pack, but I think we made the right call. You see that. Green was just so cut. There's like nothing happening in green in either pack, which is weird to me. It makes sense that someone is to the right of me in green, but someone to the left? I don't know. Maybe both people next to me are doing the Convoke deck, the green-white Convoke deck. I haven't seen a single triplicate spirits, which is fine. I have a Cone of Flame. I am happy. Sideboard Mind Rot. I don't think there's a format for it, and even in the formats that are supposed to be good for it, I don't think I cite it in, like, ever, just my play style, which is probably a weakness about how I play the game, but... We have some decent removal, Ulcerate, Lightning Strike, Cone, and Inferno Fist I'm quite a fan of. We don't have the, I still don't remember all the card names. It's the black, 3 black, instant, destroy target creature spell. Haven't seen any of those, which is weird. Probably not playing the Murklurker. But I think I was fine grabbing it. Scuttling Doom Engine, Stab Wound, what the heck? Ugh. I want both of these, but I don't think I can pass Scuttling Doom Engine. I know Stab Wound's insane, and I even just tweeted today that, like, I haven't been able to play with Stab Wound, and I really want to, and I'm really sad I haven't. So, I am a little bit of a hypocrite here, but Scuttling Doom Engine is, like, too good. How do you... Yeah, I need to take it. It's probably one of the few really good cards I would take over the premium Stab Wound. And I do have good removal. I don't need more of it. This is more of a win condition anyway. This guy's fine. But yeah, Scuttling Doom Engine. Please pass me some more good things. Wow. Another Juggernaut? Covenant's good, would be play, but I'll probably see it later. Here's the first triplicate spirits. So unless someone opened, you know, maybe like a Soul of Theros was open next to me. No, because no one's in white to the right of me. Never mind. I'm insane. Different direction now. I'm happy with another Juggernaut. We are just going to be bash, which is really going to sort of help us decide what we're doing. I might play the Sign of Blood, which is actually pretty good in an aggressive deck. We're not going to play all these 5s, but it kind of depends what else we get in the deck and how I want to do it. But yeah, we're just, I mean, double Juggernaut and a Scuttling Doom Engine. We're just going on the offensive. And then there's this pack. I guess if I'm on the offensive, I want the Belligerent Sliver. I do want more 3-drops. I do want to be able to start putting... I guess with an Inferno Fist, that's pretty nice. Yeah, I'll take the Sliver. I was considering the Gargoyle. It's just not, of course, very aggressive. It can do a lot of good work, and I love this card, and it's way better than the Belligerent Sliver. But with being able to slam Juggernauts on turn 4, like, I just want to be bashing through and then, you know, follow up with, like, some decent dudes here. We're probably not going to play the Maggots if we're going to go this kind of aggro. What I really need are more 2-drops, if that's what I want to do. And I have... They could be in red, but since red was so hard cut, I may not see a lot of them. So it's going to be a bit of a weakness, and I'm wondering if I can even get away with it. Not too sure. It could very easily not be a thing. We'll take the Crow over the Typhoid Rats, because I do want to be the aggressor always. Again, I'm a little bit worried about my 2-drop slot. Because the black 2-drops, what, I get more Child of Nights? That's going to suck. But, whatever. We just want to put a little bit of pressure on the board, be attacking. Ancient Silverback. Man, if I was playing Hornet Queen, that'd be awesome. But I'm not. Not at all. Alright. Sanctified Charge. That might be something I want to splash for. That's an interesting idea. Interesting. I don't have that many creatures. But splashing for it as a finisher is pretty cool. Let's get rid of both the Maggots could still be played, but I'm probably playing 2 5-drops. Just looking at the tickets. So we're pretty low. We don't have a lot of the 2s. My mana's going to be just... it's going to be perfectly fine, so I can splash if I want to. The thing is, do I want this Blast Firebolt? I don't think I do. I have some pretty good removal right now. This guy's expensive. And I think I might actually throw in the Sanctified Charge. With, the... No, I'm not. Screw it. Who am I kidding? I'll go ahead and take the Gravedigger now. Could take another Murklurker. I mean, it's still good value if I'm getting it down. But I think this is just a fine enough value card, even though it doesn't really play into my aggressive strategy. I don't have to be super aggressive here. I can still just be like a general mid-range deck, good efficient creatures. If they deal with the Juggernaut the first time, playing another one's going to be really annoying. Yeah. My hopes and dreams of many 2-drops have officially been torched. I'll go ahead and grab the Torch Fiend now, just because I need a 2-drop. I think I'd rather have a Witch's Familiar in general, but I got some decent 3s. They're not insane, and they don't really block very well, but that's not really my game plan anyway. I want the Dose drop A, please, eh? We need one more playable, and we definitely have them if I want them. May not be playing this Evolving Wilds. I have a Sign in Blood at double black, and then the Cone of Flame. Yeah, we don't really need it. Fester Gloom's nice for the side. I can't believe I'm not playing you! Might Make Right? Who cares? Another Mind Rot? Who cares? Undergo Scavenger, that's a deck. I don't think anyone's playing it in this draft, but maybe I just cut that over the Divine Favor cut? I don't think it really matters. Is there any reason I would ever side this in? I mean, I've got Juggernaut, but it's a 6-drop. Yeah, I don't care. We'll just cut the creature over the aura. I do like the deck. In general. Mainly because some sweet removal and our artifacts, actually. 2 Juggernauts and a Scuttling Doom Engine. Gosh, I keep coming back to the Hornet Queen. I want to be your king, baby, but I can't be. So sad. I mean, just to be clear, I love this card. I could totally play it, but I don't think playing 1 Hornet Queen is better than not playing it. I think the Cone of Flame, the Inferno Fist, and Lightning Strike altogether are better. Here, Torch Fiend over Typhoid Rats. Again, I want to be the aggressor. I'm not looking to necessarily just hold down the fort. The X1s in my 2-drop slot are kind of annoying, but now at least I feel good that I have like 3 serviceable 2-drops, so I can hopefully play something on turn 2 and start the beatdowns. But my deck is really really dangerous against like the Torch Fiend type stuff. Luckily, Fester Gloom, which is kind of the better one, doesn't take out all of my X1s because I have the 2 in black, the Child of Night and the Necromancer's Assistant. But still, I'm going to be very conscious of that. Also, cutting the Torch Fiends are nice because it allows me to cut something that deals pretty well with some of my big old bommies. Is there any reason I play Hammerhand? I mean, if I was super aggressive, I would, but I didn't come up with that aggressive of a deck. So maybe I just hang on to the Fester Gloom to help out on that sideboard matchup. But don't even care. I already have a Crippling Blight. I'll bring it in. This guy I might want to play against a deck that like has no removal, in order to just continue the aggression. It's just to diversify my sideboard. Fester Gloom's a way better sideboard card. I already got one. And again, with the Crippling Blight that I'm main decking and a Fester Gloom, like I just don't feel like I need it. And I have other decent removal spells. Really surprised I didn't get any more black, because I feel like that was kind of open in that pack. So maybe I misread that, or maybe it just happened to be kind of deep, or maybe I'm overvaluing a Curse Spirit than other people. But I didn't get any Covenant of Bloods, or again, Flesh to Dust. That's what it is, the Flesh to Dust, the 3 black instant speed, destroy target creature. Because that would have made me feel really great, getting one of those to round out the deck, or getting 2 and getting rid of the Blast Firebolt. But hey, not every deck is perfect. Stab Wound didn't table. I'm so surprised. Am I going to splash anything? I don't think so. Hornet Queen, you can't splash with the double green, even with an Evolving Wilds. Tyrant's Machine, I don't care about. If I'm on the aggressive plan, do I care about... I think I just get rid of the opposing 2-drop, right? Yeah, I think I'm cool with that. It's just the best card in general. Alright, back to splash anything. Denizen, do I want to bring in? No, that'll be a sideboard against other like really aggressive X1s, and you know, I definitely like that. Lavax don't care about. Mind Rot. I'm still not too sure if I want to play maybe like 1-1. Generally speaking, the Rot Feast or Maggot is made more about for like the later game beats, but still a 3/5 is perfectly fine, getting some life and busting down. I think I have more issues with Marked by Honor than Encrust. Let people encrust me. So that I have to negotiate that in the deck build still. Murklurker being the only card that's really something that I'd care about on its power level of splashing. And then the question is it a free enough splash with my Evolving Wilds? And I kind of think it is. It's really like, is there anything I want to cut from this deck? But not really. I really like it quite a bit. My weakest stuff are my 2-drops, but I only have 3 of them, so I want to keep them all in. 3-drops are kind of low, but again, same thing, like low creature curve. Yeah, I'm not too sure. Okay, and here we are with my initial breakdown. And just as a reminder, with this new client, the way I like to divide up when I'm deck building, always there's this like little column when you start deck building of the lands and stuff. I put everything that's just never in consideration in that column. Sadly, Queenie's here. Over here on the right-hand side, you see all of the sideboard cards. Some of them better than other, but definitely things that I consider for the sideboard, but that I'm not going to main deck at all in the main. And then up here is everything I'm considering actually playing. And then here's the initial build. Initial build, since we were doing as we went, already at 23. And as I look at this, again, the first decision is like, do I want to switch out the 5s? And no, I really am looking at, I don't have like the most aggressive curve, of course, but I definitely have aggressive cards, and I want to be the one attacking. I think there's going to be some good value in that. So I'm going to hang on to the Rot Feaster Maggots for the sideboard, but I'm very conscious that they're there, and I might want to trade out the 2 vampires at some point. But I want to be the aggressor in the matchups. And then same with the Murklurker. I think it's a super powerful card that I could fairly easily splash with Evolving Wilds, especially if we consider it in the 5-drop slot, bring it down, start gaining some life. The main issue is there's nothing I want to cut for it. Again, I don't want to cut the lower curve because I want to be the aggressor. These are the weaker guys. If the Murklurker, if I was splashing black to play the Murklurker, as in I was base blue, then I would play it because I could get it reliably on turn 3 and then just get the added bonus later as I need to. But since I'm splashing it to cast it, I may not be able to get it on turn 3, and I really can't afford to have less than these 7 under 3 converted mana cost dudes. I want to be able to play these early, attack with it, get blocks out of the way, so that my Gravedigger, Accursed Spirit, and Juggernauts on 4 get really relevant. So yeah. That's why I think this is just going to stay in the side. And then, so if that's the case, I'm actually going to keep the build exactly. These are my 23 cards right up here. And there's no spells I want to get rid of. I think they all work very fantastically with what my deck's trying to do. And then it's just the decision of, do I play Evolving Wilds or not? And I'm the kind of person where I feel like Evolving Wilds just smooths out the mana base so easily on draws. Much better than if you happen to draw it and it's your 4th land, it's a bummer, you're a little bit behind. But I think that comes up pretty infrequently. I mean, it certainly happens, but I'd rather do that. If I didn't have Sign in Blood and Cone of Flame, I may not do it, but I have a double black, I have a double red, so this will just help me smooth it. And that's just me, that's how I like to do it. Definitely an argument to say, look, my deck doesn't need it. It should be easy enough to cast Sign in Blood and Cone of Flame with, normal variants, so I'm really just hindering myself by possibly drawing a land that, sets me back a turn. But I think, I just like it better this way. I don't know what the actual math is, but it seems to me, how's 9-7 work? I think I like 9-7. We definitely have more black. Sign in Blood I'm more apt to do early than Cone of Flame. And then having 8 Mountain for 1 Cone of Flame seems just great. Yeah, that seems perfect. And yeah, I was just saying, I just feel like I've in experience without actually crunching numbers, am more likely to, I feel like I have more often times where I'm kind of screwed based on not having the lands versus, it seems pretty rare that I have an Evolving Wilds in my deck, and then I draw it at a time where I really needed to play a land that, made mana that turn. It just seems to rarely come up when they're in my deck. So, yeah, it's a sort of unofficial reason for it, but that's why. Let's go to the matches.